To Kim Davis. I've been dealing with this topic. We've dealt with this on the show from time to time, but I would like to hear you and Fabio, David, talk about this in particular, because I think that this is why religion is extremely harmful for people. And I'm talking about unreasonable standards of perfectionism. I mean, we're talking about there's no way that we can live up to the standards that the church keeps giving people. People feel like, oh, he's holy, but I'm not. I'm a piece of shit. I'm wretched. I'm wicked. I'm all of that. And I've got to have his holiness. I have to have this and that. There's something wrong about that picture. Can you say something about that?
Well, what does religion do? It creates in-groups and out-groups. And it creates in-groups, and the out-groups are never just wrong. They're evil. They're bad. They're wicked. So you're good, you're saved, they're not, and that gives you this holier position. The problem with Kim Davis isn't, look, held opinions, closely held religious opinions, are nothing more than personal opinions. That's all they are. And we as a society think that if you say closely held religious opinions, that has something more than just personal opinion. But if you look at Christianity, you can see that you can be a Christian. You were just saying you can be a Christian and not be a horrible bigot like Kim Davis. You can be a Christian and actually be a nice person, believe it or not. And so if what separates Kim Davis from the nice Christians, the bad Christians from the nice Christians, the asshole Christians, the bad Christians from the nice Christians, is nothing more than personal opinion. Nothing more than personal opinion. So when you've got somebody like Kim Davis in a position of power and you put religious opinion above other opinions, all of a sudden you've got a bigot wielding religion to the detriment of the outgroup. And that's what we're looking at here when we look at Kim Davis. She's wielding her religion because her opinion, which is just an opinion, is valued more highly. If she hated gays because gays are bad for some non-religious reason, I don't care what it is, if she hated gays for any other reason other than religion, there would be no question that she would have to hand out those marriage licenses. If it's a religious opinion, now we have to respect that. Now that takes an honor. We're going to take that position and say, oh, we wouldn't want to offend your closely held religious opinions. This is something that we as a society have to get past, that religious opinions do not have a leg up on other opinions. You can have all the closely held religious opinions you want. You can do whatever you want with them, but you cannot put them above other opinions. You cannot just say, okay, my opinion is religious, therefore it gets more weight than yours. It gets more weight than other opinions. If you have a closely held religious opinion that God wants you to drive 90 in a 55 zone, you still have to drive 55 in a 55 zone just like everybody else, because your closely held religious opinion is, again, just an opinion, and you can have as many as you like, but you still have to obey the law. And that's what we're seeing at Kim Davis, and that's what I think we should be seeing at Kim Davis.
That would even actually apply to people like ISIS, wouldn't it?
Well, sure. I mean, when you're talking about objective good, you're talking about ISIS, you're talking about the Westboro Baptist Church, you're talking about Kim Davis, you're talking about anybody who's going to use their power to inflict their religion over you, to inflict their religion on an outgroup. That's what it does. And that's the same formula for ISIS as it is for Kim Davis. I'm going to use my power to push my shit, my stuff, I don't know if I can swear on this show, to push my stuff on the outgroup, on non-adherents, to make them either more like me or to make them suffer. That's what it does. And it all stems from this concept, like we've been talking about, that there's this infallibility, that there's holiness, that there's some sort of a pedestal on which you place your religious position. That is some sort of something that it's above other positions. And yeah, you're going to see that everywhere you see religious violence. You're going to see this objective morality, and and Kim Davis is the exact same thing, only on a much smaller scale. She's right, So she's going to inflict her religious beliefs on non-adherents and make it either worse for them or they can convert.
You're actually preaching a better gospel than John Hagee.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well said. I applaud it. Yes.